folks, indeed. Yippee-yi! XX underscore sorbet fan underscore XX underscore 18772387797Q. Streaming to you live from the Guild of Dungeoneering. Yahar! I'd just like to thank all the, well, people will turn up eventually, and when they do, boy do I have much to show ye, mateys. For I'm sure I'll think of something to talk about or show you by the time somebody turns up, but for now I'll just sit here and let this live stream commence, and carry on, indeed, into the ever onward, the start of my fantastically successful career as the replacement of Sorbet. Don't you think that was quite a good introduction? I think you probably should have saved it for when someone was actually there. You might be right there, matey, you might be right. Welcome back, folks, to the Guild of Dungeoneering. For when we last left off, we have a new area to explore. The brain who knew too much. Revenge of the brains. The brains are back in town. Let's show off this, Snow Witch here. Spunty, it's time for you to go out and seek adventure. Let's see what's going to happen. Is it going to be about brains? It might be about brains. Ah, pitiful Dungeoneer, we have returned to put a stop to this madness. Oh, have you? We will not allow you to assemble the Trice Cream! I think we're going to anyway. We need to reach the Frozen Heart, and it's rather difficult to do so. There is a spider brain there, and there is a Poindexter, and there is a serpent brain here. We could avoid all of these, but at the moment there's really not much option to do so. So let's put this one thing here, and this plain brain, and this silver coins here. Indeed, you shall bring this to Yaga Baba? I've no idea who that is, but I don't think that person will want this. I think we need to use Flash Freeze here to make sure that you play exactly the same card, because that card is terrible. We start with one favor, and now we have two, which is really, really good. And now we've blocked this damage here, so that we can deal more damage in a little bit. And per point of damage, we're going to heal 1 point of health. So now we have more health than we started with, and I think, indeed, that is enough damage. Goodbye, plain brain. We are level 2. Do we want that? Maybe not. I think actually we probably want this. We could also have that. That's pretty good, but I think most of the damage that's coming from these will be magic damage, so it's either the sea chart or the paper crown. The paper crown might be handy. Then again, this gives +1 to the size of the hand, so we'll take this. And already we're up to 3 favor. And you indeed are chasing us, which is something that I forgot that you did, which is really not good. However, we can block that damage, which is rather decent. Do I want to force you to play this card again? I think I do. It's not a very good card, and we could deal a lot of damage in the meantime. Do I want to use this, or do I want to use that? I think I want to use this. There we go. More favor for us, indeed. I don't want to use that. I could make you discard this card, but at the moment I'm quite happy with you playing it, because it's going to deal a lot of damage to you. And I think we've pretty much won. There we go. 1 ice bath ensures our victory. And now we're level 3. That is a pretty good card. It gives us Tenacious, whereas that gives us... That's not bad, that's not bad, and that's not bad either. We either want to get Armor 1, I think Tenacious here is quite useful. There we go. We'll at least keep our head warm. You will never defeat us, puny vertebrate. We'll see about that. Indeed we will. Here is a mammoth. Do I want to go here, which is wandering and frail, or just wandering? That one might actually be better. That one might be a better way to go. And then we'll put that there just so that we can get a nice route. You're going to move a little closer, which is not great in some regards. what could we do here? If successful, it will freeze our hand. And we don't want that repeated, so we'll just use the ice shield here to deal with some of that damage. That's a pretty good card, actually. We'll do that one. It is the only card we can use, that is. There we go. More cards. That is unblockable, actually, which is really good. I think we'll play that one. There we go. 3 points of damage, and we only need to deal a little bit of damage now. And that is a pretty good card. It will prevent damage, and it will deal damage. 2 points is all we need now. Then again, I think that's a good choice. There we go. Lots of health. We need to deal 1 point of damage, and there is 1 point of damage. Marvellous. Victory for the Snow Witch! What do we have here? That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. This, however... Ooh, that's actually really decent. We'll take that one. You are going to start moving that way. Your ice cream shall be your downfall. Are you sure about that? I'm not so sure. We could just fight one of these now, and in fact I think that's a pretty good idea. We don't have a route that we can take to get over here just yet. So we'll just, you can't indeed burn a Snow Witch. Well, actually you probably can burn a Snow Witch. There we go. We'll just save these damage cards here. That's okay-ish, I suppose. We could just cancel out that damage you've dealt us and deal more damage in return. We can't stop that. So we could, however, force you to discard it. There we go, that's a little better. And we'll just get some more favour back. Ooh, that's not great at all. We'll take advantage of the frail ability here that the Spider Brain has. We could use the Ice Bath just to deal a little more damage, but we need to be careful. We're at a very low... In fact, we have won. As a matter of fact, Spider Brain, you were your own downfall. Hurrah! Ooh, that's quite decent. That might be... that's not better. That is also not better. What do I want here? I don't want any of this. I'll just take some gold, thank you. You are heading that way, which in some regards is not that bad. Do I want to fight you, though? No. Really don't want to fight you, so I'm just going to move up here and hope that we can get a piece that connects up. Well, I suppose the worst-case scenario is that we can just keep walking... Aha! There we go. One piece right there. Let's go and fight you, shall we? Hopefully this will go much better than the last one, which was rather close. Oh dear. That's rather bad. And we don't want you to repeat that, so I'm just going to use the Ice Shield here and take 2 points of damage, which is really not great. I don't want you to repeat that either. I'm going to use this card right now just to deal some damage. So we don't know what any of our stuff is. I'm going to play this one. That's not a bad one at all. We heal a lot of damage. What else do we get? We could play that. In fact, this is going pretty well, actually. What do we want? That will confuse our hand, but if we know that that is the card we want to play next, it's not going to be a problem. There we go. It doesn't matter what you have, because I know what I have. Victory. I suppose taking that, no, we don't need... That's actually pretty good. I think I'll take that for now. Not that it's going to matter, because we're not going to fight anything else. We're just going to head this way. I hope, anyway. Maybe putting the gem there might have been a better idea. Oh no, we could just put that there. Off you go! To victory! Brilliant!
Hurrah, hurrah, a victory. That was so quick you made it look easy. Another happy tale in our short story, if not a little bit violent, and not for the queasy.
Brilliant! Another successful mission. And I forgot to look here at all of the adventurers that have unfortunately perished. So we're now going to move on to the next mission. Night of the Brainbot, the latest in artificial intelligence. Oh dear, don't like the sound of that at all. But let's see what we can do. Is this going to be a run away from level? Maybe. Maybe not. Mwahaha! Behold the power of the mighty Brainbot! Defeat 3 Brainbot 2000s. They have irritable, smart, and electrical. And 11 health. Ouch. Ideally we want to fight these as late as possible. Here is a brainchild, and we're going to try our best to get as much the favour and basically the ability to make sure that we don't die. We're going to need a lot of resistance for the magic attacks. Actually, I want you to play that again. That's pretty much going to get you killed. By all means, play that once more, and then I will win. That was silly of you. Why did you do that? And they call you a brainchild. Not bad. Pretty rubbish. Pretty bad. We're gonna take that, I think. Excellent. And one more favour. You're just gonna walk around, which is okay. You will never get past them, puny Snow Witch. We shall see about that. Oh, that we shall. I think it's time to put this here and hope it's a good fountain. Nope, that's terrible. That's in fact really, really bad. That's really bad. What if I put this here? That's also pretty terrible. Oh dear. Well, we might as well fight this so that we can get to a higher level when we do interact with these fountains. And unfortunately, we have the Fountain Addict ability, which means that we have to go in the direction of fountains. It will overwrite any other thing that we actually do. So, this is really not good. We won't know at all what the opponent is playing for the entire of the next fight. Oh dear. I suppose we could use our favour to our advantage here, though. We could use it to draw a lot of cards. So we need to accumulate as much of it as possible. Oh dear, slowly we're being pummeled here. However, we only need to deal one more point of damage. And there is that point of damage. Brilliant. Level up. What do we get? Not a bad item. That, I think, is a bet. Is it? That is pretty good. But, unfortunately, it is fate cursed. I actually think it's either this one or this one. And I think right now having the armor cards might actually be beneficial. Goodbye, ice cream on the head. Marvel at their sparking lobes! There is a Brainbot 2000. I really don't want to fight that right now. So I'm just going to go over here and ignore that it's there. Oh, do not put that there. That is a very silly idea. That is very silly. So now we have 2 stupidity cards and blindness for the next fight. The mighty Brainbot is neural powered, brain freeze resistance, and Y2K compliant. Oh, silly brain master there. What chance do you think you have? Yeah, that's very silly. I'm pretty sure you didn't need to do anything to make it Y2K compliant. Alright, let's go and fight this with a lot of really terrible cards, not knowing what he's going to play. This is really, really bad. I'm going to guess this. I was right! I'm really not going to be right for the rest of it, though. This one? Not bad. We sort of cancel each other out. This is a really terrible fight. This is really terrible. We need to deal some damage. That is not a bad exchange, but it's really not going to go well for the rest of it. Oh, that's really bad. Not being able to see any of these is really terrible. Yeah, I think we're pretty much dead here. Unless... Actually, I think... Yeah, we have 1 health. And that makes absolutely no difference. I mean, we could have drawn all of our cards and we would have still lost. The sheer amount of damage was too much.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, where Dungeoneers all come to die. One by one, they're disappearing. So now you should say your goodbyes. Bye-bye.
We could have used all of our favour there to keep drawing cards, but in the end, even if we were healing one every single turn, I don't think we could have dealt damage fast enough to prevent it, and then our hand would have been frozen, and it just wouldn't have gone very well whatsoever. So this time around, we're going to not do anything. We're going to end our turn and play nothing, because I don't want to go in that direction at all. And I really don't want to put that anywhere either. Sometimes it's better just to play absolutely nothing and wait. For like this instance here, this is much better. Please be decent? That's terrible. And we're fighting against a level 2 opponent. Actually, I don't want to fight a level 2 opponent. I'm just going to wait until a level 1 opponent shows up. Unless they're on a kind of timer. There we go, there's a level 1 foe. And most likely a terrible fountain that's terrible. Ah, good fountain. I'm pretty sure we can deal with this one. One level 1 opponent. Come on, Jaina 6, let's see what you can owe. I'm just gonna get rid of that so that we can have something better. There we are. And now, let's start dealing some damage with the Way of the Scoop. Once more. Driving home to victory. And now we'll have got rid of those stupidity cards. No thanks, I think I'll get rid of that one. Seems like a good plan. 2 more points of damage, we only need 1 more point, Jaina 6, and there is 2 points. Far more than we need. Marvellous. If in doubt, send an ice cream monk. That's good. That's pretty good. But this is the best because it doesn't get rid of the Way of the Scoop ability. And we get a really good fountain, which means we could take on this next encounter quite, a little easier. We could start heading towards this, but right now I really don't see the need to, so I'm just going to put this here and end my turn. We need a little bit better loot before we decide to fight any of these. Hello, how are you? Oh. This does mean that we only have 1 card in our hand. There is only one we can get rid of. So we're pretty much drawing blind, effectively. 1 card and 1 choice. And now we have 2 choices, which is much better. I'm going to keep it because otherwise we're getting rid of the best card that we have available. There we go, 4 points of damage, effectively. Very nice. And now we have basically won. Thanks to the Way of the Scoop, victory happens before the card is even drawn. That's not bad. That's pretty good. We'll take this for now, purely because it means that we keep the Way of the Scoop. I think it's time to try and take on one of these brain bots, though. They have the irritable ability, which is something we want to take advantage of. And we can't even reach it, but we could place a level 3 opponent here instead, and try and make sure that we could have actually put it there instead and got the favour, which is unfortunate. You don't actually have to go over there at all and fight any of them, which I quite like. Enemy discards. I don't want to discard because I have so few cards anyway. And that pretty much will deal 1 point for 1 point. Actually, no, we'll deal 2 points because we have Way of the Scoop. But it's still not a great situation. 2 damage there for 1. It's not a bad ratio, but it is going to get worse. Aha! No healing for you, sir. And that is going to freeze our hands, so we want extra cards. This is much better. It's almost like we're not fighting this opponent blind and with tons of stupidity cards. I mean, who would do that? I'd do that. Unfortunately, I'd do that. There we go. We have 3 health, and we only need to deal 1 point of damage, and we don't have 1 point of damage. But we do have the ability to draw 1 point of damage, or in this instance, 3 points of damage. Let's see how this does. Excellent. Level 4. What do we get? Anything good? That's pretty good. That is pretty good too. That is not good whatsoever. Yeah, it has a Swift 2 on it, but we lose Way of the Scoop, and we take 2 damage. Taking 2 plus damage means that we take an extra point of damage. Do I want more health, or do I want... That's tricky. I think I want the red mail here. There we go. We don't yet want to, let's see. We could start... I think we should actually build a path here and head in this direction. We could put a enemy there, but right now I think going this way is a better idea. You'll slowly wander in this direction, and we'll see how I've really messed up the placement here of these enemies. Although I suppose now is as good a time as any to see how these Brainbot 2000s work, eh? Let's hope you can scoop this enemy up, because we're not in a good situation here. That, however, is quite good. There we go. That is not good. That is an armor card. Remember that that is an armor 3 card. Just in case some armor is, aha! Just what we wanted. An armor 3 card. This is not an easy encounter whatsoever, but Way of the Scoop is indeed helping out. In fact, we've nearly won. Dare I say it, it's not going too badly. I think we'll keep that one, because that's 2 damage. That's very good indeed. Yeah, we'll discard, but we'll draw another card anyway. And you decided to get rid of that one. I don't know why you got rid of that one, because, the damage card was what killed you. Ah, well. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's exactly the same as the thing we already have, but, it just has more health. We'll take it. More health is always good. Are you going to head this way? Yes, you are, which means now we only need to fight one more Brainbot. Insight here is pretty good, even if we can't get rid of all the damage, just to get more choices. And that is always a good card to have. Oh dear, we can't block that, so we might as well just deal some damage in return. That is a nasty card. A very nasty card. And I think we need to draw some more cards pretty quickly, because we are in some serious bother here. Enemy discards if successful. I think I want to just deal some damage here. We need to deal 1 point of damage next turn, and I think we can do that. Yep, we can do that. Excellent, it was very close, but not close enough. Victory once more. That's really good. I think we're going to take it. And now we are part snowman. And I think that is our last Brainbot. And with that, we hopefully will be able to finish this level. Let's try again. At defeating this opponent. Why not? We'll just use this now and draw ourselves a card. And it was not a mistake to do so, as we can draw ourselves another card here. And get closer to... Ooh, I'll actually keep that. That's a pretty good card. Not that good against this, but counter will work quite well here. And indeed, we lost that one. A shame, but we can deal with that. Hello, Bash, how are you? It's a really good card sometimes. Can't do anything there, but we can deal 2 points of damage. In fact, if there are no, yep, that's it. And that was all the Brainbots wrote indeed. Victory for us! Excellent. Marvellous.
Oh, look, it's your Dungeoneer who survived. Just look at the joy. I'm so teary-eyed. Do you think that they'll all come back alive? Well, I suppose if they don't, then at least they all tried.
They did indeed all try, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters. And so, we're going to name this Dungeoneer here. What do we name as Dungeoneers? It's still a little difficult to get the capitals to work. There we go! Success! And we're very, very close to being able to build the next bit of the guild. I think possibly something like the Fine All here. Actually, maybe not. That's a really good card, though. That's a really good card. Or maybe the Weird and Wonderful to get some pretty decent items here. They're all quite good. And so, when we come back, folks, we shall go to the final encounter here, which is Sharp Wit's return. He's back, and he's educated. That means he's going to have much nastier cards, doesn't it? That's really not good. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. Look, I have followers! You have followers? Yes, thousands of them! They're all watching me right now! What are their names? Well, that one is called Brainbot 2000. That one is called Brainbot 2001. That one is called Brainbot 2000... Maybe they're all related. I suppose technically they are all related, yes. Maybe you should inform someone that they're all watching you? Why? They're all saying stuff in the chat here. They're all saying, buzzed, buzzed, the brain bots are awesome. And buzzed, buzzed, down with the people with spines. What are you actually talking about? I'm not talking about anything yet. They've all just decided to, start watching. I mean, I should probably start, don't you think? I suppose you should. Are you alright? You don't seem that happy. No, I'm really happy for you. I just, enjoy it while it lasts. Oh, it'll last forever, matey. For once you have a following, it's very difficult to shake them off. Oh, it'll be very difficult to shake these ones off, I assure you. You seem to know something that I don't, matey. Are you, going to elaborate? No, I think I'll just, you enjoy it, because, just enjoy it. I don't know, something seems odd about it. I'll just let you ponder it, but, there is something amiss, but I don't think you'll listen to me anyway, because, what do you mean I won't listen to you? Well, have you ever considered that they're not really following you? Of course they're following me! I mean, I am, I'm XX underscore sorbet fan underscore XX underscore 18772387797Q. Everyone's heard of me. All these people have. You're just jealous of my success. Jealous? Yeah, you're jealous that I've just got so popular so quickly. I mean, this time next video, I'll have 1 million followers. Then I'll show you who's popular. Yar. I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.